because that should be more like...
Usually 19. I have a 3 I haven't used.
Seems a little more like it right there. Alright, so you're gonna hop back on your mounts and start flying.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I have to make a quick adjustment here because our... One second. Alright. Okay. So you're gonna head up. You head up into the air. You start flying. You're over the woods, and you continue to follow the directions that you had. That would lead you toward Clan Creachu and this reported dragon. As you're flying along, the fog starts to roll in, and it gets really dense, and the weather starts setting in for the worse. And there start hearing lightning and thunder abound. After a time, you deem it no longer safe to be up in the air, and your mounts are kind of compelling you to descend also. So you do. And the fog is dense all the way down to the ground. So you get down carefully into the forest, and you have to now take it on foot. And so your mounts are flying behind you. You can barely see through the dense fog, and the woods grow even thicker, and there's these brambles and thickets everywhere, and this fog is like a greenish hue. And as you're kind of marching through the woods, you all here?
I see Treethy and Herthy I do not see, and I see bats. I do not see the boys. Nice lightning effect, though. I see that.
I see. Well, I see tokens. I don't see health or names.
Really?
My tokens look all good, and I have control over
Yeah,
them.
I see health and names of me, but not Treaty and Herthy.
Okay, I see why. Let's do a little token repair. You don't see each other's tokens though, or you?
I do.
Glenn
He
does
sees
not.
me with no health. I see nothing.
Okay, so try reloading Glenn, because that makes no sense.
I'm gonna go to the map and back just to see if that works. Oh, it's a different. It's a nice one. Did not work. All right, let me do a Command Shift R. Chrome. Alright, see the anvil. See the loading forest battle. Okay, now I see them without health bars.
Alright, let me fix all of that. Which I think we never had, honestly.
Not in this game. In Orcs we do.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
So I'm going to fix that here, because I think that's better.
Alex, has your dad told us our plan for Orcs and our
I
friend
have not.
Andrew?
Why don't you describe?
So Andrew has been pestering Dave to try this game and that game, and he's searching for some itch to scratch. And we
Yeah,
briefly tried.
he's told me about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Briefly tried ESO, tried some other stuff.
All right.
And we've been saying, like, you should try D&D, man, it's fun. And he's, like, poo-poos it. He's like, never. I would never do that. But he doesn't have any good, like, rationale as to why. So it seems based on whatever his perception of what it is or may be.
Right. That's better, by the way.
Yeah, I see everything. And so then Dave sent him like a physical PHB, and then we bet like an over/under on how many days it would take him to mention receiving it. And I think the over/under was 7, and I took the over and you took the under. Is that right?
Yep.
And like on the 4th or 5th day, he acknowledged it. I forget how. And after some time, he said, "In the spirit of fairness, I will give you 1 hour to show me, D&D or something," which is a very Andrew thing to do. So we were trying to figure out what we should do, and I think the 2 final things were either just do orcs because we have all the assets and Dave knows the story, and I've gone through it once. It's like, oh, we can skip this part and fast forward to that part, or to do like a not survival horror game, but some kind of like a survival-ish thing that's combat heavy and try to
Right.
scrounge for resources, build up a base, and then start to explore, and then just kind of play that way. And while I still think that would be fun, it would be a lot of work, whereas we could just do orcs and burn an hour, and if he hates it, then it's like we can end this experiment.
Right.
And so you're welcome to play. You don't have to play, but if you want to just do the beginning of the orcish thing, and maybe help us try to show Andrew how D&D can be sort of fun and sort of tactically interesting.
Right.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on my schedule for TF2, but
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this for probably a month, so there's no
Yeah,
time pressure.
we could
but
pick like a day that works.
a day you
Okay.
definitely don't have something.
yeah,
We can figure out the dates later. You don't have to worry.
yeah. I mean, typically I'm free Saturday nights and Monday nights. I'm on a new team now, so
Oh, cool. How's the new team? Yeah.
chaotic, dramatic.
You're gonna find it someday.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna join a team with a friend for next season, so that should be
Yeah.
be fine. We'll see.
All right. So you can arrange yourselves wherever you want in that square that I've placed on the map. And as you are sort of walking through this dense green fog and can barely see anything, although I've given you rights to see pretty much everything, all of a sudden out of the woods you start hearing, and up and to the north you see this massive troll hurling towards you, and as he's charging he says, "Come, puppy!" And to the south you see this other thing emerge from the fog charging, and we are in.
Alright, I love the box.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
it.
fun way to start.
Yeah, excellent thing.
We shall be in initiative. So go ahead and roll. Roll for initiative.
Alright, we... Okay. Do we roll in the sheet or on the combat
Either way,
track?
D&D Beyond or...
So I select my person and then roll and beyond.
Okay.
That work.
Do I need to... Okay, clicked it.
Roll from Treethy.
Did it roll mine? It did not.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Nope. You might have to click your D&D
Okay.
Beyond button if you haven't yet.
Yeah, it did. Do I have to... It's weird. Let me see if I can... Okay, I guess that works.
Alright. Doesn't Hoogny have advantage on the roll
Yeah.
or something?
Hoogny.
So what was your original roll? 17. Or is that right? Yeah. No.
Oh wait, 10.18. So 18 is what he has.
How come it's? I clicked the D. It says no virtual tabletop found.
Did you click the button?
Yeah, you have to click the plugin button.
Yeah, I did.
Same browser.
Yep.
Yeah, something's not right about the plugin.
It's weird. Okay, let me try that.
Reload it. You gotta click it in Foundry.
Okay, maybe that's what I. Yeah, I
in the
did it in
Foundry
the.
tab.
Okay.
And you can click it a million times. It doesn't hurt anything.
Okay.
Spam it. There you go.
There we go. So Nulu's 24, Hoogne's 25.
Looks like it worked.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hearthy and Treathy at 18 and 20. Thinking they're all fast. Got to jump this time.
And we're off.
And we're off.
Alright. Hoogne's gonna shoot this with Spider's Ballista, and he's gonna use the word.
Okay.
31 for 58.
Okay. Oh shit!
Wrong.
Hold on.
Incorrect.
Yeah. We gotta fix that. I selected everyone, and
A.
that's not gonna work. Hold on, I can fix it. I have a
Just
way.
goes to show how strong your attacks are.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure the gray render didn't have a health bar to begin with. It's definitely empty now, but I'm not sure if it was full to begin with.
I think it was, but you might be right that it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still empty. There we go.
There we go. Okay. Now what are you gonna do? So you Spider's Ballista it.
Yeah. And 24 for 16.
Can't move, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. And he is restrained.
And what are movement
He's
rules
not
here?
actually restrained. He just can't move.
Yeah, movement is reduced to 0. Can I move, or is there
Yep.
like a movement?
No, you can.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to.
I want to send the bats away as you go.
Yeah, can I like shoo the bats away?
Sure.
Okay, so I will do that.
Alright. You do, and they kind of flutter off.
They know it's
Okay, and Nulu is going to move up to the render. Can attack 21 for 32.
Yeah, that's a hit. And 32 damage. And why is that not? Okay.
Jeez. Got a lot of health.
And that's a mess.
Alright. So we have advantage on both of them.
It, when you hit it, it attacks you back as a reaction.
Interesting.
Misses. Okay. Treat these up.
Treathy's gonna. Oh, I have to try. How do we do it? You hold control and drag, and then space bar. Treathy reaches for her scimitar. And calls on Curdlemac for guidance as she rolls a 31 for 40 plus Green Flame Blade. Which on a crit does another 28. That's a 68, I think.
Jeez.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
So what is it?
So it's a crit.
Tekima rolled twice. The first one wasn't a crit.
Scimitar Speed was a crit.
Oh,
And
right, that
damage.
was.
And Green
So-
Flame Blade, I think it... Oh, no,
It's
it
a
rolled
12 on a 2d8.
once. So do you get a crit damage dice for Green Flame Blade? Because the 16th for the second target. So that would be 52, unless the... And I thought I remember hearing Green Flame Blade gets crit damage. So Green Flame Blade crit. You critically hit.
Jeremy
the attack part of
Crawford.
Green Flame Blade.
The splash damage isn't affected by the attack critting.
No, but that's against the second target.
Right. So
What about the
it'd be that 12, and then you need another.
So I need another Green Flame Blade primary.
Yeah.
We
Which is
agree
just the
that
2d8.
That damage does. So that's another 2. So that's a total of 54.
Ouch.
And then with her bonus action, like, is it still alive, right?
Yep.
Still very much alive. With her bonus action, she turns around to the dire troll, and her eye flares as she uses blindness from the cloak she has. I don't know how to cast that, but con save DC 16, but it's a portented 3, so blindness on the troll.
Wow.
And let's treat these two. Seems alright, right?
That poor troll.
Yeah. Okay, so now it is the Herthy.
So Herthy is going to... He pulls out his short sword and says, "Attack!" And looks at Hoogni and points at the dire troll using his commander's strike. Which, here we go. Oh wait, that's the D8. So that's the damage, but when you take the attack... Oh, here we go, display. So I'm using my attack and my bonus action to spend your reaction movement on an attack on the dire troll. And you can
Alright.
sneak because you still have advantage on that.
Yep. Oof.
9 for 47.
That's a miss. A very
Oh,
wide.
plus 8, plus 5 too. He's blind though. Oh, we already have advantage. Yeah. All right. We can't have double advantage.
No.
That's Herthy is then gonna.
What are the odds I roll 2 4s? Now those are 3s.
Those are.
He's gonna move up
2 3s.
right here. Take a defensive posture. Yeah, that was his action and his bonus action. Okay. That's the
All right. So the dire troll now is going to attack Herthy at disadvantage because he is blind. Swinging out sort of wildly, first trying to bite at you, but at disadvantage. 25.
25 hits.
For, well, some of that's
That's a
poison.
full
I don't know if you
14.
have anything to reduce poison,
I
but
think I do, even though that's like my class, shitty trickster domain specialty. I'm not particularly knowledgeable how to avoid the damage. That's 14. Perfect.
all right. And then is going to try to claw. 15
That's
is
a
probably
miss.
miss, and again, 16,
Just to
and again,
see it.
and 17,
Miss.
and one last time.
That's
That's a miss.
Oh man.
And that's its turn. The dog, as he called it, is going
He has
to...
reached 10 on those? Yeah, reached 10.
Yep. Is going to attempt to attack Nulu. And... first with its bite.
Miss.
14. And then with its claws. 27.
That'll hit. For 23, which I'll reduce to what? It's 11. 12. Okay.
And then he's going to attack again with his claws. Which is a crit.
Ooh, no.
Damn.
For, what's that, 32?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, well. They're both worth reducing.
And now it's Hoognie's turn.
Still have advantage because he's blind. Do you still have advantage if he wasn't blind?
Yeah, because I shot him
Yeah.
first.
So you have that like, for the whole combat?
Yeah.
What's the deal with blind? Is it...
Yeah, he can make a con save at the end of his turn, I think.
Alright, so he should have con saved.
Yeah.
Or was it... is the feature of that thing the full blind spell?
I mean, you made it up, right? So
I don't know if I did,
is
actually.
It is cast blindness.
So it's a con save.
Yeah, it's
18.
18 makes it.
Alright, whoops.
Not blind.
Shit, I took him out of... Oh, but I guess he should have been, like...
He's still there on mine.
He's exactly where he needs to be, so that's fine. I took him out of initiative. So blind is done. Okay, so he's not blind anymore. And Hoops is up.
I think I want to kill this render first. Before we
Now that
go for
Nulu's
the
just
roll.
taken a bit of a beating over there.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for it. Oh my god.
That's a miss.
Okay, screw sharpshooter.
Yeah, there you go.
30
That's
for
a crit for a lot.
59.
yeah.
Alright, he's still up. He's looking quite bloodied now. No, doggy, no! Kill! That's
17 for 34.
is a miss.
Not two sneaks, but 17 for 13.
A bolt.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
17.
This is the next character. 14. Are you kidding
okay,
me?
my bad.
Holy
Yeah, sorry. I
crap.
thought it was still.
And that's a miss also. The
But you
first
have
one,
plus
like,
3
hit
AC,
against its
right?
body, but it's just incredibly tough, and it did nothing.
Alright. Treathy's turn. Again, her scimitar is still coursing with green flame. She brings it around. A 27 for 30, and then the flame. There's another 9 on it, 39.
Alright, and as you do that, it's gonna react by trying to attack you, Treathy, with its claw. Random.
Okay.
Nulu. 16's a miss, right?
Yeah.
And that, yep. So you, what else you got?
What else does she have? She takes the scimitar and makes another hack with it. 24 for just 12. The flames are just dying out as she chops it into its shoulder blade.
It's looking on death's door.
Let's treat this turn.
Herthy.
Herthy casts mirror image. So he has 3 illusory duplicates surrounding him.
Nice.
And then he's going to bonus action Healing Word as a 4th level spell on for 14.
Nice. Thank you.
And Herthy is going to back away towards Hoogny. Maybe right here. Yeah. Alright, sorry, that's Treaty's turn and Herthy's turn. Healing Word's a bonus action. Did he do something as his action? Oh, Mirror Image. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I can't cast 2 spells.
That's right.
Alright, sorry, you're not healed. Yeah, sorry.
Take those hit points back.
Take those hit points back. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. And now it's the Dire Troll's turn. You can see Herthy all sort of shimmering with these copies. And how's it work? Control. So let's plot it out to see if we can get. I think that.
35.
Yeah, it gets within range of you, anyways.
And he didn't come close enough for Herthy to attack.
Nope.
Bad, pull him back.
And so he's going to say, "Puppy!" And he's going to attack Treathy. First, actually, is that what he's going to do? He's going to move down one more. And he's going to do this. Everyone needs to make everyone within 10 feet of him needs to make a DC 19 Dex save. Or take 48 slashing damage, or half on a successful save.
So we take half anyway, I think, because of base.
Yep.
So
Alright, so you take 24.
24. Treaty's going to use her action to reduce that to 12. Her reaction. I think. No, I'll take it.
You can see it seems to get healthier. And that, I believe, is his turn.
Do
And
you
now,
half yours, Nula?
Say what?
Do you half your damage to 12?
I didn't.
I took the full thing.
Yeah, in case I...
Need that reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my reason to. Alright, Grey Render's turn.
And it's going to try to bite Anulu. 22.
It hits, but I'm going to use my reaction to raise my AC to 26 for this attack.
Okay.
Where it
And
misses.
then it's going to claw. 27
Okay.
for 17.
Yeah.
And then again, 19.
Misses.
And that's his turn. Hoogny.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll shoot the render
That is a hit.
for 11.
And you can describe how that happens.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is like bloody, like she's got skin and fur like coming off, like falling off practically. So he plunges an arrow in the wounded areas and dies. And then he turns and shoots.
Puppy, no!
God. 16 for 44.
That's a hit
Wow.
on the dire troll.
What's that 0 piercing damage? Oh, that's the 1d4 minus 1 that you added to it.
Right, yeah. The magic I had to do to make the spider's ballista functional.
Work. Yep. I remember.
Okay.
Now he's looking bloodied.
And that's all I can do. Nulu is going to attack. 25 for 35.
Yep. That hurts.
I can get you out of there. Berthy calls out.
Okay.
Although, I don't know if you better play with your bonus action.
I mean, I could bonus action disengage, but if I could stay to do more damage, then... Alright, I trust you. I will stay in and do
Nice.
27 for 18.
Minus your bonus damage, so plus 7. This would be 11, I think, because you don't get offhand
Oh, right.
bonus damage. So it's 18 minus 7.
So 11, right?
11.
The troll's looking beat up. Oh, puppy!
Treathy is going to cast Blur on herself. And for bonus action, attack with the scimitar speed. 28 for 31 with the green flame. I don't think I can do that as bonus action. So yeah, just 31.
With an offhanded weapon, do I get a bonus to hit?
You do to hit,
Okay.
to hit. Just not
So I have +7 to hit, and then just 1d6 for damage. So I just customized the
1d6 plus 1 if it's a +1 short sword.
Oh, right.
So you do get the weapons damage.
Right.
That's Treathy's turn.
Earthy.
Earthy comes crashing through. He gets about 30 feet. And Earthy extends his hand Sacred Flames cascade down. DC 15 dex save on the Dire Troll.
DC 15 dex save. Fails.
Misses. 8 radiant damage. And then he's going to...
So
action surge.
it's looking really rough, but it's
Looking
still
really
standing.
Literally 1 HP.
Alright, so he's going to action surge. And he was about to save Nulu, but he smells blood. What do I do? Attack. Short sword. 26 for... Ignore Divine Strike. I don't know what that's about. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, 26 for 10.
Okay. It hits. Slice it into it, and it's still up.
It's probably a mistake. So Earthy, realizing his error, brings forth a 4th level spiritual weapon. Oh, it rolled for 1, missing.
That's a mess.
Alright.
You can place it. And while you do, the Dire Troll laughs and strikes at Nulu with a bite, missing. Oh, I'm gonna retcon something. Retcon that bite. I might retcon. That's not fair, but I'm gonna roll anyway. Doesn't matter. And then it's gonna claw at Nulu. 13 misses. 11 misses. Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong animal. Did I do the wrong thing on everything? I did. Alright, so he's gonna bite.
Yeah, alright.
Sorry.
Hurt the field really bad.
Actually, that's 17 total.
Yeah.
I'll reduce that to... math is hard. Is it 9? Yeah.
Rounded up to 9.
Okay.
And then he's gonna claw.
Misses. That's...
And then is gonna go for Earthy, who would be a disadvantage, right?
No, I have to hold you to
That's right. 24.
I roll 16, I think that means
So 1, 2. And again.
roll it again. I got an 8, I need an 8 or higher. It's another mirror image.
And last one.
Didn't he use 2 attacks on Nulu?
Used 3.
How many claws did he have on Nulu? Was it 3? If so, then that's
He
that's
had a
done.
bite and 2 claws.
Okay, so no, he's done.
Yeah.
And Hoogny, you're up. That is a hit. And He's looking really rough, but he's still up.
We need fire. I have some right here. Creepy's blade starts to course green flame.
Can I throw like a torch at him?
You'd have
I
to.
have a flask of oil.
That'd be kind of fun.
Might be a bit risky.
might be a little.
Treaty's one eye widens as her sword is igniting.
Alright, I'll just
You do what your player would do.
Yeah.
You do what your player would do.
does he have a bear trap?
It's tough with
Oh,
bonus
he
action.
does. Alright. Oh, can I? Is it an action for a hunting trap?
Yep. You already attacked.
Yeah, alright.
So that
So,
was
I'm
your-
just gonna move up and take out my hunting trap and like get ready to put it under his feet.
Okay.
Nulu has to roll for dying.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Death save, which
You
is.
click on your hit points. No, where the hell is it?
There it is. 16.
That's a save. So you have one positive save.
Okay.
It's a miss.
That
Second attack.
is a hit.
Right, but the green flame would have been on the first attack.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's still up. Right, because the green flame, you're casting that, and as a part of that cast, you're taking the action. Yep. All right. So, Herthy.
That was not good. Double. Fail. I think the oil was a good call.
Except, how do you ignite the oil?
Candle.
Yeah, I suppose you could use something.
Not ideal at all.
It's kind of terrifying that we have to resort to RPing materials
I know.
to kill something.
Acid or fire, I think, does the job. Acid, maybe? Vial of acid, maybe? Doesn't look like it.
Nulu has a lantern.
So I'm going to do that 4th level healing word. Get off earlier. Healing
11.
for 11.
You are up, Nulu.
This is bonus action. In his action, he takes another stab. Short sword. 17 for 14, including 5 poison damage.
And it takes it, and it's looking horrible. With all these gashes in it, but still alive.
Yep.
And fighting. And that having happened, it's going to come down on Herthy pretty hard. But first, actually, it's going to bite hurt the 21.
So how many mirror images do I have left?
I think I canceled 2 of them, right?
Yeah, I think one of them was maybe an extra attack, but we'll say yes, you did. And that hits Hearthy. Actually, no, 21 misses Hearthy. Fortunately.
Alright.
So he can attack again if he wants.
And he's going to attack quite a bit. 19.
That takes out the third mirror image.
23.
That is a hit. 4.
22. And that is 1. Ah, shit. I'm rolling the wrong thing. Fuck. Okay.
Just do it. Let's just go with
Yep.
this. 0.
Alright, so I hit you anyways. It doesn't matter. So then he's going to go again. 26.
26 is a hit.
19. How many claws are out? 1. 1, 2,
He missed.
3. So he's got 2 more claws.
He did bite, claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 more
Yeah,
claws.
5 claws.
Misses. Misses. Wow. Okay. That is his turn. And Puppy! Oh, I gotta also do that. Hoogny. What's Hoogny do? Mm-hmm. Just
Alright.
do it.
He's gonna toss down his bear trap
Okay.
underneath the dire troll. And can he bonus action throw an oil flask at him?
I think that's an action.
Okay, he's gonna bonus action disengage. And he's gonna run pretty far away.
Okay. Nulu.
I gotta get that health down.
And that's an effective way to do so.
36.
He's also going to bonus action disengage. And he can move 30 feet.
3 feet. Still thinks he's the best one. Coursing green flame 17.
That is a hit.
Oh, nice. Green flame blade adds another 6 fire damage.
And it is dead. Combat is over.
Sorry, I forgot about trolls. Thought I could kill them.
You lose like Crash tending his wounds.
Guess I already knew though. Do you have another good spell you can use?
All right, I need 5. I gotta piss. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Puppy! Let me know when everyone's back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Poor Nulu. Yeah, those things hit hard.
It wasn't even that. It was we beefed so many dice rolls.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna beef a lot when something's got multi-attack of 5, so that's just gonna happen.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. And now you know.
Don't know, now you know.
Alright. So your battle concluded. You start catching your breath. And you can start to hear some small voices, whispers. And through the fog, in this direction, you can start to see figures approaching.
Get that heal on Nulu.
There you go, Nulu. Some health for you.
Sweet.
And they're getting closer. And through the fog, you see emerge a kobold. And one whom you've met before. Look at... Well. And 2 more kobolds emerge.
It's good to see you again, Slurp.
Clan Mugru. Or I understand you have a new name now.
Our clan has merged with others. We are known as Tarkutha.
We greet you as always. I remember you in the lair of the mind flayers. We had good times then.
We are thankful for your assistance there, and we hope you are thankful for ours.
Of course. I suspect if you're here to find us.
You were sent here by young Jefferson.
Aha, you remember. That's the DM speaking. Yes. You know of Jefferson?
Jefferson and her mother.
Yes, our patron. You would like to seek audience with our patron?
We would, but first we must rest. We encountered some of the locals on the way in.
And Slurp looks over and says, yes. Yes, these woods are home to many challenges. Visat keeps us safe. I'm sorry you had to
yes, one of
deal
your
with this.
defenses is very effective.
This is true. And
Sorry. Please tell Visat we're sorry for the mess.
Slurp walks up and kicks the giant render. Yes. I believe this one was Pop, right? And, well, no matter. Shall we? Oh, you would like to rest? This is no safe place for such things. You can rest inside the lair.
Spend an hour, yes. But just to make ourselves suitable for...
Oh, just an hour? Well, I suppose we could always dig.
You'll have to let her know of our arrival. I'm sure she won't see us right away.
Alright, so you want a short rest?
Yeah.
Do it.
What hit die at? Do it.
Nulu just rolling them all.
Damn and hit die.
I rolled the rest of them.
There you
Where
go.
do you find that?
Short rest button? Or-
Yeah, if you hit short rest
short
and then
rest
there's a roll hit die. Okay, I'm a good 2/3 of the way there.
Fritz.
So as you're resting, you're catching up a little bit with Slurp. Much has happened. Creature was in dire straits until we found Vasat. She has kept us safe. We have a home. We are now untouchable in these woods. How are things with Mugru? Word is Many Arrows is imposing its will everywhere.
We have seen many arrows put bounties out, attack Mugru's home, and track us to our new home and try to exterminate us there.
Always
have
under the
decided-
heel.
We've decided that it's time to end many arrows. Their transgressions. Kurtlemak has guided us that we must strike down Seth. And he has said if it takes the elves to do so, their help, that we should use it.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
So far, the elves seem totally ineffective.
Of course
All
they
the
are.
ones we've found are dead.
Yes. I've heard rumors of kobolds having to do with a bit of an undoing in an elven city, in fact.
Yes, well,
I believe there's an
that was
entire
a long time ago.
tavern of dead elves and otherwise. It's beautiful. Poetic.
Don't know anything about that.
Of course. Yes. Anyhow.
But suffice
Whenever-
to say, we have met a number of dragons in our travels. But the word of your patron is special to us.
A number of dragons. My, aren't you fortunate? Most never see a single one. We are fortunate ourselves to have a patron.
You are. We seek a patron also, but we will not take yours away. We must merely consult with her on the matter of Seth.
Of course, of course, of course. Right this way, my friends. And
All right. Off we go.
Alright. My biggest problem is just that I need to archive a whole bunch of maps. It's actually the most challenging thing I've got going on right now. It's just too many maps. Alright. And... Yes. We're here. So you find yourselves outside of this interesting area. There's... What's that?
Thicket.
There are these... There's this rock formation that's like circular. And outside of it, there's all these... Uh-oh.
Spears?
Hold on. I just
what they are.
kicked myself out of the game.
Good riddance.
Alright, I've got to,
Typical.
so don't do anything. You may have to reconnect when I get back in here.
Gave us a disconnect, reconnect message.
You may have to, and you probably should, just for good measure, re-click the buttons. Or refresh the page even, honestly.
Okay, I'll refresh it.
And then re-click the buttons. Alright.
Just the roll 20 button you're saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple,
Beyond
'cause...
20.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's these like wooden spikes, palisades sticking out of the ground, clearly meant to hold back a mounted attacker. But around this whole area are these massive rocks, and they look natural yet it's too perfect of a circle. And in this area, the fog is so dense that you're walking through like it's almost a liquid. It's so dense. And Slurp is like, come, and sort of leads you along. And he leads you up to this archway. Just a moment. Let me see if she'll audience with you. And he walks in. And a few moments later, he comes back out. Yes, Vasat will see you. She welcomes you to our home. Come. And he invites you in. And before you is this dragon that is perched on top of this massive rock, some 50 feet up in the air. And this dragon is just glorious. It's magnificent and looking down on you. And she says, these are the ones I've heard so much about. Your cousins have mentioned you, and then lo and behold, my daughter mentions you. You met her.
We did. There was some trouble with the dwarves and the clan under her watch. We hope we were able to take care of any misunderstandings with the dwarves.
She spoke well of you. Yes, you saved her from a bit of a problem with the locals, from what I understand. So,
The locals are better off fighting amongst each other.
they tend to do that. Humans, they've got nothing better to do than to kill themselves. So,
We have something better to do.
describe your plot.
You see, it started many 10 days ago. We were approached by many arrows to assist them in a revolt against the south.
Yes, I am aware of this foolish endeavor.
Foolish it was. We heeded the call as we must, for kobolds are always under the boot, especially without a powerful patron such as yourself. We, as Mugru, went and saw all the foul races treated us like horror husk excrements.
Yes, I'm familiar with the beast and the excrement of it.
Seth branded her mark on our foreheads and bid us to follow her commands.
Yet I see not the mark of Seth on your heads.
Many paths we have traveled since then. We have been many places. We've been to another plane where we have witnessed Kurtlemak, been in his presence, and we have seen him here with us on the material plane. We have been in the taverns of Silvery Moon, the sewers, the corridors of Lingdenstone,
And
the
here,
tower of a lich aspirant. And now we find ourselves in the most fantastic place yet, your very own lair.
flattering. Flattering. But tell me, what brings you to my lair, which I know is not, perhaps quite as luxurious as some others you've been in?
It's all, you know, a matter of personal preference. The bronze and the water, found it very distasteful. I much prefer this. We plan to kill Lady Seth, and I don't think I need to mention many arrows, but they, obviously, their time here must end as well. We have gained in power from our travels and our encounters with other dragons, none so true of color as you.
So tell me, what brings you here?
We wanted to make a connection between our clan, formerly Mugru, joined with,
What was Queen Tarkuthis' clan, the other one?
now known as Tarkuthu.
Tarkus.
Tarkus.
But it was Clan Shutu.
Clan Shutu. Yeah. So
Yep.
we're dropping clans.
Yep.
And drop the clan up north. Right.
Yep.
We are trying to federate, build connections between kobolds, so that we may fight as one and establish ourselves as a draconic race, a true race worthy of respect and of fear.
And then she flies down and then lands, like, quite close to you. Uncomfortably close. And, she says, I know what you did on the Sword Coast. It seems our decisions have fallen into alignment. You see, I sent my daughter there to seed your kin in the area. Those who came before you up there had not fared as well as those who are there now.
It will do us well to have cousins in such powerful places.
Of course it will. We will bring forth a united front. You know how many you are? There are kobolds everywhere. What power that could be if all united.
We must stop groveling, cowering, and begging.
And to that
We
end,
must-
what is it you propose?
We must use our tactics as packs. Crush many arrows. Find out why does Seth puppet them. Eliminate the true source of evil and rise as a nation.
And what do you know of their defenses?
They're on the move. They attack Silvery Moon within a 10-day and a half. We are in contact with Silvery Moon, and it is quite uncomfortable. It seems like there is some advantage to this alignment, if only as bait. But the others we have spoken with, Brindleth,
And what's the other guys? Not Malcian. What's the other dragon? I should know it. It should be a preset.
Nimmer,
Yeah, nice.
Nymer,
Very good.
they will assist us in this action. And yet, I find it so distasteful to have so metallic a set of companions.
Yes, yes. Well, I know them both. I know them both well. I don't care for either of them. But we have a long history together. So,
We almost eliminated Nymer.
yes.
And at the very last moment, it was something within us, something in our draconic bloodline made it difficult to finish the act. And he was useful in helping us annihilate a boat full of gnomes.
Of course he was. I presume pirates. There's no other way he would have been so helpful to you. But, alas, I digress.
They're all dead now.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I think Treaty, it's like, if not her help, I think like her guidance, like, is this like something we should do, even if she doesn't participate? Like, if
Yep.
she was like, no, it's a bad idea, it would be like, okay, well that bears consideration.
So, the dragon begins to inquire about what you know of the defenses of many arrows. And do you remember?
We had a map, didn't we?
Yeah, we do have a
Did. You've got a handout, I think. It's either a handout or an actual map. But I'm
paste
checking.
something. No, I have it. Can't find it. Yeah, we have a literal map. Dark Arrow Keep? No. Those are actors. Items. Journal entries. Orc Armory. Tactical maps.
Oh, here's something else you can have.
Nice. Finally.
I know exactly what we're talking about here, and I gotta find it. It would be. Let me just see if I made an actual map out of it. I think I did.
You've got all the handouts from Roll 20. There we go. We bust out the map. And we talked about the red up there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so you go
Um,
over some of this, and you bring up the red dragon.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
And you can tell Vasat pulls a wing to her brow, scratches a little bit, thinks, it must be Kostras. Must be he. His hatred for everything runs so deep, including for me. This is his opportunity, I gather, to make a name for himself. He's not young by any means, but he's been itching to prove himself. He tried to take my lair some 100 years ago and learned his lesson. You could obtain advantage in this situation if you perhaps drew him here. If you somehow could tell him that Vasat is weakened, that she has fled her lair in search of medicine. If he thinks I'm vulnerable, that might garner his attention away from them. Tell him this lair is protected only by Jafson and some kobolds.
What was the first word? Jaffs?
Jafson. Her daughter.
The daughter,
yeah. And some kobolds. Tell him you wish his patronage, and that you will help him claim what is rightfully his. And odds are his pride will bring him here, and we can destroy him together. What do you think?
That is a marvelous plan. We shall do so. Do you have anything else that can be of assistance? You have been so helpful already, I cannot imagine a thing.
Spend the night. Regain your health and wellness. I will have your kin prepare a great feast for you.
Nice.
And perhaps I can send you off tomorrow with some more than goodwill.
We have aerial travel. Perhaps your clan could help us round them up and bring them in the stables.
Of course.
Do you have stables? You must.
Well, sort of.
Such as they are. Alright, nice. I dig it.
Alright, she flies up onto her perch and curls up. And
I think that's a long rest, right?
you guys take a long rest, and I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Right.
That's what beer does. That
It
is
does
what
do
beer
that.
does.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a snack.
Excellent. If I go back to the map, is that the map we see now?
Let's
Can you
see.
set that on the map layer? Because I see like 10 towns. Oh wait, no, I see everything. Oh, I see it's orcs. No? Current location of orcs, weapons, armory. Yeah, no, I do see the mega map. I was just in the top left corner.
Here we are.
Here we are. So I think we want to fly over the mountains. Like we want to take these bats as high and as cold as they can go.
Okay.
And try to beeline it to where we suspect the dragon could be, or try to just maybe spot on a patrol. So we're just up. Maybe if they get tired out, we pause and just at a high altitude, we're just looking for a dragon, like another flying thing
Okay.
in the mountaintops of many arrows. We try to be stealthy, right? We try to move at night and then scout during the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just looking for the dragon. You're just like in the sky trying to find this beast. And okay, give me a moment.
We're cold too. Good thing we got those like Yeti furs imported from Icewind Dale. It's the good stuff.
It is.
Canada's down, right?
Be useful in season 10.
Yeah, right. Got a level 3 diviner ready to go, man. My Alex, I have a gnomish wizard. He's a diviner, just like Tracy.
Describe him.
He's like a doomsayer. He believes that we're all gonna die. All the gnomes are gonna die because the kobolds are gonna kill them all, and they need to like beseech Garl Glittergold to like free Colonel Mac. And he gets the portent every day, right? And he's got all like necrotic and cold magic, and he believes everything's going to just die.
Awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. He has an owl named Hoodney, also. Full disclosure.
That's true. That's true.
That works.
It totally works.
All right. Almost ready. You can keep discussing.
So yeah, so you haven't played AL. So it's like a transactional, it's one session, one level at a time version of D&D.
Right.
And the loot sucks, but the progression is like convenient, and you can switch. You don't have to use the same DM, right? So if for whatever reason the DM flakes out, or you're like, this person's not that good, you can take your character, and everyone just accepts that these characters are like, following the rules and not OP and
Right.
like that kind of stuff. It's definitely a convenient way to play online. I think at first I didn't get it. I'm like, why would people follow all these rules? And it was built for like physical spaces. Like you would go to like some, game and bookstore and sit at a table, and you'd have all these like papers in your hand, right? Like,
Yeah.
Imagine the early days. Right? It would be like that. But obviously, it just translates perfectly online.
Right.
All right. So you are you're flying for some time actually, and you on your first day, somebody roll me a D4.
You got this. Perfect.
Wow.
I don't know what's good.
Yeah, so on your very first day, you get out there, and you
You move the party on the map here.
yeah.
So we got this beautiful map.
So you are
Up in the mountaintops.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Your very first day, you managed to get out here, anyways, and dawn is breaking as you're setting up camp, and one of you decides to just kind of go out anyways and have a look. You kind of realize that, while you're used to operating at night, they're probably not. So while one of you is setting up camp, or most of you are setting up camp, one of you goes out, and but you don't see anything on day one. And you come back to camp, and you got to decide. I mean, obviously, the odds are probably better flying during the day to get the attention of this dragon, because it's probably not out at night. So you're just going to stay awake? You're going to call it... You're going to go back to... You're going to go to daylight hours? What's the plan?
So, first of all, I need to roll 2 portents and a nightmare kind of roll thing.
Yeah.
Right? So that's D12.
That's right.
That's my D12.
No nightmare.
10s all day, folks. 10, 12. Wow.
Yikes.
10.
So 12 is the only, kind of maybe one, right? I suppose 10 isn't great
So,
either.
against a high DC, a 10 might be a miss.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good, though. They're death saves, though. That's positive.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we will... I think we're trying to find the dragon. If the dragon's being sneaky, we'll stop being sneaky. If
Yep.
that's not working, right?
All right, so you're going to
So
stay...
this is the day we try to find it, right?
Yeah. So we're going to fast forward here. It's now 7 in the morning. And you're going to try to go out and find them. Go ahead and roll another d4.
I got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So another day passes and you don't find them. And we are now full day again. It's now 7 in the morning.
Portents now? Is that how that works?
What's that?
I think I get new portents.
You do get new portents.
Right? After
Day is passed.
Good. I don't want those. That's why I rolled that one. But I gotta do a nightmare roll. Although
You
it
do.
doesn't matter. Might be good to get this one out of the way. Give me a 12. Oh,
Ooh,
much better.
that's a great portent roll, and that's a
11.
mediocre one.
311.
That's probably the worst portent rolls you can get, right? Would be mid ones.
Yeah.
All right. So roll another d4 if you're going out searching again.
All right, your turn, Alex.
Okay. You do encounter the dragon in the
What
air.
time of day is it?
You're flying around.
In your
Doesn't take you
mind's eye.
long. It's like still morning. It's like 9 in the morning. 2 hours later, you make contact with this dragon, and it sees the 4 of you, and it starts to approach, and is extremely curious as to what it spotted in the air.
We'll
And-
try to land in the shadow of a mountain and wait.
Okay.
Whatever the dark side of one of these peaks is.
Bunch of
I
kobolds
guess
riding
the
bats.
north- Yeah, the north side of any peak, really.
Okay.
We'll find a clean place to land where there's some, hopefully flat, not difficult terrain.
All right.
And maybe Herthy will bless the group as we're waiting. That lasts a minute. No, he's gonna wait for that. What's the thing that lasts an hour? What is that? Oh, I know what Herthy's gonna do. He's gonna cast Create or Destroy Water
Ooh,
in,
perfect.
in the vessel.
I like it.
So we have a vessel full of water, and we're
So you land, and you find yourselves in this snowy mountainous region. And
It's quite familiar.
is it?
Yeah, it feels like this is where we killed that mammoth, just kind of rotated 90 degrees. Remember way back when?
I'm impressed because I'm just going to show you who's here.
I did not get that at all. That is something special going on in your brain.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
But as you kind of, get your footing on the ground, you can start to see the dragon flying overhead. And it comes crashing down on this perch right here. And is looking at you all. And your bats, I'm presuming, are like behind you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Treaty's going to step forward and fall to her knees.
Finally, we have found you.
And it flies up and lands right next to you. And you can feel the heat emanating off of it. What brings you to me?
You are Kostras, are you not?
Yes. How do you know my name?
We are in search of a patron for our clan. And we have searched for many years for a dragon to call our patron. We heard of one Vesot. Do you know the name?
Of course I know Vesat. Are you with Vesat? And you can feel like fire.
Hers was the first name we had heard. We sought her out in a vile forest, evading horrible trolls and dogs and every other thing you can imagine from a pitiful green. And finally found her lair, prepared to lay down our loyalty, but all we found was her daughter. She was yammering on, being afraid that Kostras would come. We didn't know what to make of it.
Treaty pauses.
You mean to tell me Vesat has left her lair?
We think the green, very young, was Jafsen or Yasfen. She was prattling on about how her mother had left for medicine, and what would she do if Kostras came. We talked
All right.
to some of our okay.
Would you like to give anyone any sort of guidance or... There's a lot of talking going on with Treaty here.
I think Herthy's, Herthy's going to give Treaty some guidance.
Alright. I don't mean to interrupt.
But Treaty pauses at that moment. She doesn't want to overplay her hand.
Okay.
So the conclusion is, we heard of this thing called Vesot. We didn't find her. We found this other younger dragon who was talking about him. And we were starting to talk about, say, the next thing about our kobolds.
Deception check. Does anyone else wish to assist?
So Treaty's going to use her portented 11?
On the dragon's insight check.
No, on the... okay. Let me think about that. Yes.
Well, you just saw the roll.
No, I didn't. Okay. I honestly didn't. I just looked up. So she's making her deception check with a 1d4 on top.
Does anyone wish to help with Treathy's deception check? This is the difference between... Could be life and death.
We got a water elemental, dude. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I suppose Hugni can
Yeah.
pipe in a bit.
He's like nodding and saying like when this happened, like, oh yeah, that happened.
Is Hugni on his knees also? Like maybe right up there?
Yeah. The two of them are
You know, lending the help action kind of thing?
Yeah.
bouncing off back and forth between like we're making a sail.
Yeah, you're riffing.
Yeah.
Okay. And it buys it.
20. 20 beats 11.
It does. By a lot.
That's a good use of a portent.
That's a very good use of important. It's a very good use.
All right. And she pauses, though, as suspecting that the dragon doesn't believe her.
So let me understand this correctly. You wish to have me as your patron. And in exchange, you are granting me this information about one of my rivals.
We would not presume that you would be our patron, one so mighty as you. We would but hope to bring this information as a token of goodwill, and ask for your assistance in seeking a suitable patron.
And Khosra says, "Let us go now, quickly."
All right. Get on our bats. Probably takes a dexterity check to take that bowl full of water on bat back.
Oh yeah.
But I think...
Or maybe like acrobatics or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
acrobatics check.
Yeah,
I'm like bouncing on my head as I'm riding the. Okay.
balancing the
Treaty
water
speaks
around.
up.
It is a sacred waters from our clan's home.
Oh shit. Okay. So you hop on your mounts and you get in the air and you begin to fly and you start heading back, and Kostras is not interested in taking any kind of a break. But it's 9 in the morning by the time you get over to the lair. It is really... We'll have you outside here. It would be really rather late at this point. And second. All right. Who would like the fun of controlling Vasat? Do we roll for it?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like rolling for it.
All right. Yeah, roll a d20, highest one, controls Vasat. That's...
Yeah.
I could have portented that, right? 3.
All right. So Vasat... Let me...
Right, I'm gonna need a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, as a consolation, Alex,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to control Kostros?
Aren't we fighting Kostras?
You are. It's a conflict of interest, I understand.
Mm-hmm. I could take some of the kobolds.
There you go. Take some kobolds, because that would give me nothing to do, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So, let's give
And it would kind of
you...
make the fight unfair, because I would probably just fly Kostras onto the ground because he had like a heart attack or something.
Alright, so I'm going to give you some dragon shields to control.
Okay. I also have a water elemental, so.
That's right. We should get that ready. You're going to be using that?
All right.
The water elemental? Yeah, I assume so.
There's also Jeff Zen.
She's actually not here.
Oh, nice.
But there is a water elemental here, and that is under the controller. Should already be under your control, right? Can you use that?
It's paused.
Ah, try now.
Oh, hey, Alex,
Yep.
something you can do.
Doesn't have
What
vision, by the way.
Go to
What's that?
extras on. I think Nulu has the bowl, right?
Yes.
Go to the extras tab of
Mm-hmm.
D&D Beyond. Manage extras and category summoned, and search for like water. You can add a water elemental, and it gives you access to its character sheet.
Gotcha.
It's
That's
very
helpful.
useful.
I don't know how to get the dragon, David. Do I just add an ancient red
Okay, cool.
or an ancient green, or
You should see it under creatures and monsters or something like that right now.
yeah, but
Ancient
can I
green.
get it?
And you
And,
should be able to control the token.
Yeah, I just want to have the sheet in roll 20 because I'm lazy.
Yeah, so that's what you'll have to do.
Okay.
Just pull one up.
I don't see the token yet. I see your mouse cursor.
Tab.
Maybe I can tab. No vision.
I can fix that.
Yep.
I also added a Kobold Dragon Shield, so I can use that.
Alright, good. Yeah, use a Kobold Dragon Shield. It'll be an initiative. It's going to be this one here. The rest of them aren't going to fight. Okay?
Yeah.
They will grovel, cower, and beg.
God damn it! Don't they learn?
So you do have control over Vasat now, or you don't? You probably don't, because Vasat is invisible.
Yeah.
Now,
I just saw it.
visible. Yeah. But Vasat is not here yet,
Okay.
of course, to play the ruse. Vasat.
Can my kobolds have vision? Pretty please.
Yeah, I'll give you access to the
Nulu
one.
doesn't have a name or health bar, and he's bigger than everyone else, token-wise.
Yeah, because he was the first one here. Let me fix that. He was my test character.
First is the worst. Second is the best.
Which
Third is the one with the treasure chest.
Treat these eye flares a bright red with this divination.
Alright. And so you all land here. And it is now very late. It is now midnight. And Kostras takes off again into the air and goes inside of the lair and lands on the massive statue, or the massive rock formation in here, and says,
Better get in there.
"Where is she?" and then jumps down next to this kobold and places a massive claw on it. On this one. It says, "Where is she?" And it doesn't respond. It's just terrified, shaking in terror.
Allow us to speak with them and interrogate our cousins.
And it picks this one up with its claw and throws it at you. And it takes a bunch of damage as a result, bludgeoning as it hits the ground. Yes. Make it quick. And then it flies up, lands on the perch, and is looking around very defensively.
Shruti speaks in Thieves' Cant.
Where is the green? Where is the young one?
And says to Nulu,
Bring forth the kobold interrogator.
the water elemental,
And it glides over.
search the grounds as we start moving counterclockwise, just buying time, really. But we're pretty
And
close.
so Kostras starts getting frustrated and says, "Your methods are futile!" And then it begins to attack the kobolds.
Can
So you
not-
could either...
Are you not suited for this lair? Can you not detect her presence? Is she here or is she not?
And then he turns to you. "You dare speak to me, Kostras, in this tone?"
Shruti's about to blow her up.
And
Got aggro.
we are going to roll for initiative.
Nice.
I'll roll the sod.
That's good to me.
Alright.
Hurthi needs a tiebreaker with Kostraz there.
Oh.
Right?
Kostras wins with 6.10. It seemed to have done it. Alright. And Hugni, you see Kostras start to get wind up to start attacking your kin. And what do you do?
I shoot first. 27 for 41.
That is definitely a hit.
Got his attention.
That will get his attention. What do you do
He
next?
just did damage to everyone.
Ah, shit. Shit. Oh, I did it again. Alright. Add 41 to everyone.
Put in the water elemental.
I just did. That's the problem with rolling for initiative.
It's weird that it does that.
Anybody else?
Hmm.
Looks like just
It's
me.
not
me a new
updating on
loop.
the. Yeah, I
you-
implemented it on Beyond. I guess I got to do it here.
Try hitting the button again on Beyond.
Nulu's good. Hugner's good.
Oh, that worked.
Alright,
All right.
and... Yeah, so what's your next move? Who are you firing the Plane
26
Whisperer?
for 30.
7.
Wait, you can't do sneak
Oh, you
twice
can't
though,
do
right?
Yeah,
Twice, yeah.
for
Right.
7.
So 26 for 7. My bad.
Kostras takes 2 bolts, turns its head quickly towards you. Nulu, you're up.
Hmm. He's gonna. What's that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna bonus action dash over here. Create some distance. And I believe he has darts. He does. So I'll throw a dart at the dragon. 23 for 27.
That's awfully far. But you have sharpshooter. What's the max range on a dart? He's 40 feet up in the air too.
This isn't sharpshooter.
Yeah, but sharpshooter enables you to get max range. What's the max range on a dart?
2060. 2060.
2060.
I expanded it in the chat
Oh, okay.
console.
Yeah, it's in range.
So 60.
Or is it 60
Well,
disadvantage?
he's also 45. So, all right, we'll say it hits. 23 for what?
Do I have advantage?
I think you do because Hugni lit it up, right?
But is it in like advantage range? Isn't 60?
No,
would have
it's
advantage
it's
and then-
beyond. Well, but you're sharpshooter.
No, that's Hugni.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So you have nothing. So yes, it would be disadvantage. So it balances out.
So 18 for 9.
No, I have advantage because Hugni shot it.
Yeah, so it's 23. Well, then you get your sneak if you have advantage, right?
No, so I have disadvantage because it's out of range, but it's advantage
Oh.
because Hugni shot it, so it's just neutral. So it's 23.
So it's
for
not sneak, right?
23
Not
for
sneak.
9, no sneak.
Got it.
Still a
Okay.
hit, though.
Yep.
I think.
And yeah, that's probably it. I probably should have.
You got a water element, too. Does that have its own
Oh,
initiative here?
crap.
I
Yeah,
guess
it
that's
does.
Mhm.
It's after
I
Treaty.
summoned- Yeah, okay. I summoned that too.
All right. Treathy. Cast Blur. That's a level 2 spell.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, she uses her cloak. She says, "Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't think." She thinks better of it. She grasps her cloak and then she lets it go.
Nice.
And she moves forward to these kobolds to kind of protect them and assure them. Let's treat this turn.
Water elemental.
Water elemental can move next to him, surprisingly. Well, this is up. Do I have to climb?
Yeah, you gotta go up 40 feet. And he's 30 feet away. What's your distance?
30.
30.
Yeah, so you wouldn't
What's
be
the
able to
swim
get
speed.
right
there's
up
no
there.
water here, right?
So let's just say you'd be able to get close, but not within range.
Okay. So I'm like halfway up the cliff.
Yeah, you're like,
Maybe.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't- something like that.
Okay.
Next turn, you'd be able to get in range because he's 40
Alright.
feet up.
Yep.
Next is the Dragon Shield.
Oh, yeah, Visat skip.
Basat is
Dragon
not
Shield
around
is
yet.
next.
Let me get the Dragon Shield character sheet. What can you do? Okay. So I can throw a spear. So the Dragon Shield is going to move here. Can I not move?
Should be able to. No.
Oh, that's the measuring tool. Okay. And then I'll make an attack with the spear. 20 for...
Is it?
Advantage?
It is advantage, because Hugni shot the arrow.
That's true, and they count as an ally.
Yep.
Okay, so 24, 11.
Yeah. Attack rolls against that target have advantage till the start of your next turn.
Wow.
Friend or foe.
That makes dragons quite easy to
Yeah.
kill now, because there's typically just one of them. Alright, that'll be the dragon.
And now Kostras sees this elemental approaching. Sees that it's been betrayed. And he's going to fly. He's still 40 feet in the air. And land here. And is no longer 40 feet in the air. Next to Treethy. And he's going to start using its frightful presence. And it's going to bite a Treethy. Oh wait.
Bite, 1 bite, 2 claws. So we should make our DC 14 wisdom saves now.
Yeah.
Creepy makes it. Earthy fails.
Wisdom.
It's a DC 19 wisdom save. So
Oh, I
Treethy
thought
fails.
It said 14.
It's
on the,
false. That part of their integration is wrong. Everyone fails. Everyone is afraid.
Hold on, we're not
It's
done.
another fucking dragon fight, isn't it? Where's that meal, that feast we had? I taste any of it.
Yeah, everyone fails.
Wow. And then it gets to bite. Except... why does that not work? Update Foundry. Alright, so it's gonna bite Treethy. 1d20 plus 14. 20.
Treat the cast shield.
Alright, and that's gonna claw twice. 1d20
She's 22.
plus 14.
At disadvantage. 2.
That's right, blur. 1. Fails.
Yep.
17.
Miss. 17 misses. 22.
I think that's all it has.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that is its turn. Kostras feels ineffective. Earthy's up.
So Herthy can make a wisdom save at the end of his turn. At the end of its turn. Yeah. So I'm frightened, so I can only move away. And I have disadvantage on attack rolls while I'm in his presence, right?
Yeah.
So Herthy is going to cast Bless as a level 2 spell. On all 4 companions. We're all blessed.
Alright, everyone's got the bless going on.
And then he's going to take one step tentatively. Oh, he can't move forward.
Nope.
Yeah, he's just staying where he is, kind of cowering. And he can make a wisdom save with the 1d4 on top. I'm gonna miss that one. That's Herthy's turn.
Alright. Dragon Shield. Oh no, that one shouldn't be in the picture. We're gonna move it. Oop.
Herthy's fighting the urge to grovel, cower, and beg.
Hogni is up and feared.
Okay. Let me just,
Oh, I should cast on the War Element.
Question is... Yeah, they're not immune to fear.
are they?
Nope.
No. This isn't petrified? I used the petrified thing, but couldn't find the fear.
It's fine.
Okay. Hugni.
You need a nat 20 on the Water Element.
Yeah.
Yeah, end of your turn, too.
Literally.
Has to run away?
It doesn't have to, just can't
No,
get
you
closer.
you can't go closer. You can do whatever you want, you just can't get closer.
Okay, so...
Attacking is at disadvantage.
Yep.
But
30
washed
feet.
out to neutral because of
Pack tactics.
And you still get sneak attack
Right.
because treat is
So should I try and save? Or should I just attack? Because that
you
means
save
that I
no
get...
matter what after, but you can only do it at the end of your turn.
Oh, do I don't need to break line of sight?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
I thought on the last dragon fight we had to break line of sight and then save. But maybe that was a different condition.
No, that was something else. I know what you're talking
Okay.
about, though. It wasn't that, but...
Then I will attack. Wow.
Wow.
31 for
For a bunch.
61.
Wow.
And then 21 for 11.
But you... that's right. So you don't have advantage or disadvantage, so it hits.
oh, no. That's a double crit, dude.
Yeah.
That was meant to be.
Yeah, seriously.
Wish I sharpshootered. Alright, and then I can roll for wisdom, fail,
Yeah,
Oh,
And-
well, yeah, 1d4 fails too.
and turn.
that's right. You're blessed.
Nulu is about as far away as possible. But I suppose he can...
That would be
That's going to
closer.
take a while. Okay.
He could break line of sight, though, if he goes.
Oh, does that give me
wide.
advantage?
Well, line of sight, you can start to close, right? You just can't be... Isn't that right? Or is that...
No, different beast. Let's look at frightened.
Up here, I think.
Creature can't willingly move closer to a source of fear. Period.
Okay. So there's not much that I can do here.
Line of sight.
No, I think it's
So
too
It
far
has
for a dart.
disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
So you're making wisdom saves at disadvantage until you lose line.
That's a
of sight, which is
save.
interesting.
Ability check.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Alright, so I guess I'll just wisdom save then.
You got any magic items or anything?
No, not really. Other than the conjure elemental.
Yep. All right.
Wisdom save.
I guess I'll action dash and then, or not dash, dodge.
Yeah.
And fail.
Truth. Who's up next?
Truthy's next. She's afraid. She's right up in it. She's gonna cast Mirror Image. She has
What?
3 illusory duplicates. And the scimitar flashes forward. 26 for 12.
That hits.
It's Truthy's turn. Oh,
Do you
wait,
not
she
get
can-
sneak attack?
At the end
I-
of.
I don't have advantage. I think.
Hugni shot his arrow, which means everyone has advantage on him.
That was just the first turn.
Yeah, I'm
Ambush
pretty sure that's
Master?
turn one.
Is it?
Until the start of your next turn. So only on turn 1.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
So at the end of your turn, it's going to tail attack you, Treethy.
Alright, I need to make a wisdom save though. The 1d4, that's a miss. Okay, Truthy is attacked. She still has... No, she doesn't have her shield up right now. Because it's her turn. They reset. She has her reaction. Tail attack.
28.
I don't see that, but I'll take your word for it. That's a hit.
I think it's doing it straight to
Wait.
me.
It's
yeah.
disadvantage because she's blurred, and it's also I have the mirror image thing going on. So let me roll that first. So it hits one of the mirror images.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
So I'm down to 2. I don't know how to track that.
So I
I'll just
use
do
your
the first
altitude.
2. Oh,
Right
Where's
click
that
on
at
your
again?
token.
oh, this one.
Yeah, the one with the
So
carrot.
I'll do 2.
Yeah. I feel like that's a decent place.
Yeah, that's
for
a good way to do it.
stuff. Especially if you're not a flyer. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's Truthy's turn.
Water elemental. Is
He's going
afraid.
to. Oh, right. Can't climb down.
Needs to roll nat 20. Just start rolling.
Yeah. Let me get that sheet up.
This would be a good one for Portent, I think. Of course, the odds I have are 20.
Right.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to use that on.
I guess 19 would
theirs.
make it too. 19. Natty 19.
It has a -1 for wisdom. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
At the end of the water elemental's turn, it takes a tail attack at Treethy. Which is a
I think that means it hits me.
17.
Let me look at. So if I have 2 up with mirror image, what do I need to roll? 8 or higher. So it annihilates a second of Truthy's mirror images.
Okay. That's its legendary action. And
How many legendary actions does it get? I guess unlimited, right?
3 per round. And Vasat flies in at this time.
So dragons aren't immune to fear either.
Alright, so then Vasat at this moment. So here's the interesting part. Read legendary frightful presence. The dragon's choice that is in
within, right.
So I did not trigger it on you guys at the time because it was trusting you until so I let you have round 1 without legendary or without frightful presence. I'm thinking though the second it sees Vasat, it's not going to be so kind. So, and I think they're within 120 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
So what happens with frightful presence? Are we rallied by the presence of a dragon?
Are they frightened of each other?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna roll. So, what's Vasat's DC?
19.
So, and it's a DC 19 also, huh?
We can all be afraid of each other.
Everyone's just terrified of everyone.
All right, so it
Ooh.
saves.
Very 21.
Kostros is not afraid.
All right,
And
now
let's see if Vasat is afraid of Kostros. Which seems really stupid. Yeah. That just seems stupid.
It does.
Vasat
The
is
whole
not
frightful
afraid of
presence
Kostros.
thing, right? Like,
Yeah, like he.
It makes
yeah,
sense for
it was the whole
everything that's
plan.
not dragon
Yeah,
on dragon
if it's-
combat. So that
Uh-huh.
they're not afraid of each other. They just want to fight. That would be stupid.
Right.
All right. We're in agreement to that. Everyone else can be afraid,
Of
but
course. Yeah.
dragons, come on.
Are we all? We're not all afraid of Vasat. We're afraid of Kostros.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's used its magics on you. Vasat, you can go.
Can Vasat use a lair action?
Yes. And Vasat can use a lair action a lot, I think. Or no, it's on the 20th initiative. So when we hit
Does that
20, you can use Vasat's lair action
Okay.
next round.
Not yet. All right.
Can you control it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make my move professional way. What's the flying speed on this guy?
It's at least 80.
80. Oops. I'm not working. Okay. Let me scroll just to check. Fly 80. Yeah. Okay. So drag to 80. Alright. Swoops in. Makes a bite.
I don't see a health bar in Vasat.
I do, it's full.
Okay.
I can fix that.
16 crit miss.
Wow.
Impact
Yeah.
tactics. 25, 23.
Yeah. 25, 23, that all hits.
So that's quality.
43.
43.
Deception.
Mm-hmm.
This is at Vasat's turn.
That's Vasat's turn.
Kobold.
Guess I'll throw a spear.
A little less fun.
And
than-
do a maximum of of 9. Oh, I
Back
guess I could do
tactics.
That's back tactics. That's a crit.
23.
Wait, but it's
for-
afraid, right? So how does that work?
Oh, right.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it would not.
It's alright. I'm
So
I'm
it's
just
a
a roller
miss.
coaster of
It's a
emotions.
miss. It's a miss.
Sorry.
Okay,
Drake.
well I have another roll. I can do that. No.
No.
It's alright.
Mortals
Alright.
in the presence of dragons.
Kostras is going to see Vasat there, and it's going to what's he gonna do? What does he do? Yeah, I think he's gonna try to fire breath. And so Vasat like exhales and there we are. It's not DC.
Oh, shit.
It's
Is our cone on the screen?
no. Trying to figure out how to do
DC
this.
21.
Fire breath, DC 21 dex save is what it should be.
And who's in the cone?
Vasat is in the cone. Let me draw a cone. And it's like it's a big cone.
Zod's caught.
Alright. So it takes it, which is 18d6, 61 damage. All the kobolds in this line of fire die pretty instantly. They're just done. And
Is Kostras in the air or on the ground?
on the ground. I'm just gonna move you quick. You are dead. And that's his turn. Earthy.
Earthy's going to grab Ugni. Can't quite get there. He runs towards Ugni. And then Earthy cast Guiding Bolt. It's a level 1 spell. 26 for 15 radiant.
On Kostras.
Kostras.
It hits and hurts.
And the next attack against Kostras has advantage. Not that we don't already.
So at the end of your turn, he executes a wing attack, which is not DC 14. This is DC 22 dex save.
Oh, Earthy's no longer afraid.
Nice.
Alright, so DC 22 dex save for any creature within 10 feet.
Treathy and Vasat.
Treathy fails.
Alright, and so she's gonna take
Half of whatever.
two.
Sod. Dex save.
Vasat makes it. Alright, you're also prone, Treathy.
He takes 9 and is prone.
And the dragon can fly after that, half of its flying speed. And it flies up to there.
Take any attacks of.
Well, that's the question. That's the question. I think he does. Doesn't say he doesn't.
Disengage. It's an action.
So he's doing that. So Vasat can take an opportunity attack. And Treathy can, but it'd be from prone, so I'm guessing disadvantaged. Is that right?
So as a reaction, he was able to do a wing attack and move.
Yep. That's part of wing attack. That's his reaction. That's disadvantaged though, right? Miss.
Yep.
Vasat.
And the green will, I guess, would it do a bite, a claw, or a tail attack? Doesn't really matter, does it? Claw, let's say. 27 for 16.
That hurts. And we're going to say he's 20 feet in the air now. Okay. And that's his turn. Herthy's
So
up.
is Herthy's... Wait, didn't Herthy give someone Guiding Bolt recently? Am I misremembering?
Yeah, who
Oh,
Or-
you got it?
is an attack or?
Alright, so that's no
Yeah.
longer in effect. He's elevated 20 feet. Herthy's concentrating on Bless. Herthy's gonna cast blindness on Kostras, and Treathy says, "I have foreseen this." As it rolls a 3. Wow. Against the DC 15. So it fails. Kostras is blind. Herthy has a bonus action. He can cast a spell, so there's not much he can do. He just ducks behind the corpse next to him.
Alright.
It's Herthy's turn.
Quite the turn. Blind is so good. Except when you have blind sight. Okay, so
That's true. So he has blind sight up to
60 feet.
60 feet, so he can see within 60 feet.
Hoogs.
Oh no, Hoogny. Is Hoogny within 60 feet?
Yep.
Yeah. Does moving me out of 60 feet give me any advantage?
I
Does.
think it literally gives you advantage, and
Ooh.
So he's 20 feet up, so we'll take off like a square or whatever.
now it's going to be a wash because you're disadvantaged anyways, but it would at least be even.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you do guiding bolt, which gives me advantage?
No.
That was like a
last-
turn ago. I
Yeah.
feel like we cashed that in by
Oh, is guiding bolt an attack on him?
now. It is. It's like a
Okay.
spell that
Gotcha.
has to roll for attack and grants advantage on the next attack. if it hits.
Okay, so I'll move there
Yep.
and then shoot.
So now that cancels out everything, and you get
Alright, it's just
just a
regular.
normal attack.
Yep.
A 19 is just enough to hit him.
For
Just for
11,
11.
and I can do this. 60 misses.
That's a miss. Whizzes in the air behind him.
Ugh.
Make your wisdom save. No, you did.
Yeah.
22 would have been nice.
New loot again, can't do anything.
I have foreseen this. Okay.
So he's going to dodge and save. Nope.
Nope. No save for you.
Treathy prone.
Treathy gets up. She's still very, very afraid. But Despite that, she casts Misty Step. Lands on the back of the dragon.
Oh, you also have a lair action if you want to use, but
Oh yeah. Well, he's in the air, so most of the things I could do are ground-based. Alright. Treat the Misty Steps
to the back of Kostas.
onto the back of Kostas as a bonus action. And she pulls back as an action. She pulls back her sword and begs Kurtlemak to send her a sign and unleash her flame if any ally comes within 5 feet of the dragon.
So you're
So
flame blading.
Yeah, green flame blade as
You have war caster, right?
No, it's not a reaction though. It would be spent as a reaction.
Oh, you're right. No, it's not a reaction. So you're holding your action.
I'm holding my action. I'll
cast
spend it
Green
as
Flame
my
Blade.
reaction
Yep.
to cast Green
Yep.
Flame Blade and attack
Yep.
if any ally gets within 5 feet of
Got it.
this dragon I'm astride.
Yes, correct.
Blind dragon.
Sees you quite well. Wow,
Yeah.
you're on it. Okay.
Alright. Fails wisdom. Still afraid.
Water element. That's interesting. Can you do that? You didn't move. It wasn't a movement.
Nope. Fighting against her instincts. Every instinct is saying run, and she's like, but I must Misty Step.
Okay, let's check. We're gonna Google this because I think you just found the most amazing fear loophole.
Herthy doesn't happen to have the calm spell, does
Calm?
he? Yeah.
No. What does that do?
It suppresses fear. Second level calm emotion spell. Bard, Cleric, Warlock spell suppresses the frightened condition.
Wow.
So if we ever know that
oh my
we're...
god, I didn't know that existed for cleric, especially. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So if we ever
Concentration for a minute, yeah.
That
find that we're... Because I think
step
that's...
works, by the way.
What's that? Mr. Step works.
Yeah.
Because I think we
so
would.
I'm gonna learn calm emotions because
Yeah.
I thought Hero's Feast was the only way. This one escaped me.
I found a whole Reddit thread of like a ton of stuff.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone was like running from dragons and was wondering if there were anything that could like change the effect of dragon's fearful presence or like reduce it. And some guy has like, I mean, there's like a dozen and a half things here of.
So but after a concentration ends, so a minute or a loss of con, it resumes. So it's like a temporary thing.
Right. But I mean, look at
20-foot radius though. 20-foot radius is good.
We've been frightened this whole combat.
Yeah,
and look
it's
at his
better
health.
than blessed. We're spending concentration on trying to save when we could be
Right. Just not having to save
yeah,
at all.
not
I
having
mean,
disadvantage. Yeah,
if we weren't frightened, this thing would be dead already.
that's
for
amazing.
sure.
Oh,
But-
I'm gonna get it tonight. Herthy's gonna hit the books.
All right. Water elemental has to.
Yep.
20.
20. Nope.
Does not.
Sot.
Sot.
Closes in. 3 feet.
Triggers Shrithi to cast
Let's lose.
Green Flame Blade.
That is she's still frightened, so it's an 18.
That's a miss.
All right.
Yep.
The Sot, on the other hand, not afraid.
What would Vasad do in this moment?
Vasat just takes a big inhalation and exhales poisonous gas in a 90-foot cone directly toward Kostras and Treethy.
Wow.
Makes the
Wow.
save. Treethy fails the save. Takes 59 damage. Kostras takes half that. That's an even 30. Treethy
That's-
can't use her reaction to reduce the damage. No, she can't do that anyways.
That's Vasad's
She
turn.
she used her reaction on the held action, right?
I
Is that true?
believe so.
I think
Let's
so.
see.
I think she did. Otherwise, she could absorb elements, but she's not going to do that. Her hit points are not up to date, by the way. Fix that. Alright.
So when you take a ready action, yeah, it's your reaction also.
Yep, that you spend, yeah. So Kostras still alive after taking
Yep. Is
15. And that's the only thing I can do with if I use my breath action, right?
yeah.
So that's Basad's turn.
All right, Kobold Dragon Shield. Do you end the mighty red dragon? Does the lowly kobold
With a spear?
the spear?
Nope.
No, nope, barely touches it. Still terrified.
I
Shooting
think
his
Basad
kobold
should have
hands.
attacked. Since it was blind, it should have attacked. It was a mistake.
And while that happens, Kostras is going to use his legendary reaction to attack Vasat with his tail. Don't think that's going to hit Vasat.
I don't see it.
16, sorry.
I see the Kobold and Dragon Shield 16, but a 16 doesn't hit.
No. Yeah, when I D&D Beyond, for some reason, it's whispering to me.
Alright.
So,
And so, as a legendary action, Vistat is going to tail attack. I don't see tail attack as a button.
no, that's why I'm using...
Oh, I can use
Oh.
this one. 33 for 10.
It's...
So anytime any creature ends its turn, Vistat can do that.
Up to a limit, three.
Yeah. 3 per turn. 3 until its turn starts again.
Yep.
Alright. This guy's going down. Visat's figuring it out.
Hurt these up.
Herthy is afraid, wishing he had consulted his spell books. He casts a guiding bolt, 24 for 7 damage. Next attack on Kostras has advantage. He already has advantage.
hits.
Everybody has a. It's the whole wash of like the advantage and disadvantage from fear. It's just like fear sucks.
Yep.
Fails wisdom save.
Fear's terrible.
It makes everything like all the rules are like weirdly neutered, and you have to like wait 2
Well,
advantage
only
plus
because
1
you're
disadvantage.
kobolds,
Oh,
so
that's
it's like...
even.
It's like
Yeah,
you're
but
used
still,
to
but
living
guiding
life
bolt,
with
right?
kobold, or with
Like guiding
advantage.
bolt is an advantage disadvantage wash again. It's like
Yeah.
how do you rule
Oh, yeah.
it? Like
For sure. Well, they don't...
Uh,
Nothing ever stacks, so it's... You know, they wipe each other out.
Hoogne's turn.
Alright. Let's finish this.
Herthy spends his 30.
Misses. That is a
Moving next
hit.
to Hoogme.
And that is a
For
crit.
6? No, it's not. Crit?
Well, you... Pack Tactics, Vasad. right?
25 though. It's not great.
Oh, not crit. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's just regular.
But
It
you
still
get the
gets
sneak
sneak.
attack.
Yeah. So it's 25 for
Well,
28.
I'm still frightened.
Yeah, but sneak attack
Oh,
doesn't need
blind.
advantage. Well, sneak attack
Oh,
doesn't,
right, impact action. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so 28.
because you have
You have
an
an ally within 5 feet, so it's 28. So you can describe what happens
Nice.
with this massive creature 20 feet up in the air.
Treat the on its back. She's
Through
trying to
the-
stick the landing.
That's right, Treathy's on his back.
through the green dust, not dust, the green fog. An arrow comes out from seemingly nowhere since Kozstraz is blind, right? Or did he say for that?
Yeah,
Did
he
he?
was blind.
He was blind.
But
Yeah,
everything
and-
washes out because of fear. Right, so it was a legit hit.
And it hits him right like in his back leg's thigh, and it just is like there was a burn there before, so it's just enough to. Well, he's made of fire, but so that I guess that doesn't work. Whatever. Maybe some acid had seeped in, and the arrow just went right into it and just penetrated it, and he gracefully fell to the ground with Treathy riding on his back.
As he hits the ground, Treathy kind of rolls off. Basad takes its giant clawed foot, steps on its head, and crushes his skull into the ground of his lair. And laughs and looks at you and says, "Quite the ruse we've figured out, have we not?"
Excuse me, I need a moment. Your breath was so divine.
Yes, of course. My apologies. You see, in the heat of battle, well, you know. Of course you know. Flies up to her perch, and several kobolds run over to help Treathy. People start
A mirror image.
trying to assist you.
Should we call it there?
We should.
Seems like a momentous occasion. Our first dragon kill.
Having vanquished the great Kostras.
We did need a dragon to help with the dragon kill. It's like,
Turns
that's
out
50-50 anyways, right? Like, turns out that 50-50 plus 4 kobolds can win the day.
Awesome.
Plus more
So-
than 4.
Are fire dragons like a weaker dragon, or have we just gotten that much more powerful since the
Well,
bronze?
that's not an ancient.
Just
It
an
was
adult.
not an ancient fire dragon, it was an adult? Okay.
Got it.
Yes, those legendary axes, if you abuse those, it's just like